2023, and men still do not want to understand consent. Keyword, understand consent, because they know exactly what it is. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, you all? I want to talk about this Sukihana, DJ-AOne, and even the YK Osiris situation. If you all have not been paying attention or not, knowing what's going on, Sukihana was on Kandi Koated Nights podcast, and you all know Kandi, very sex positive, talks about all the things, that's her lane, that's what she does. But it seems like Kandi needs to be, taught like what consent is, so she can teach it to her co-hosts and stuff, while she's running and giggling, while this woman is clearly uncomfortable with your co-host, like sexually harassing them. Like, it's disgusting. And even the response, we're gonna get into it, because it's very interesting that Kandi, hasn't really said anything as of now about it, considering how she was eating Phaedra and Portia up, rightfully so, for the thing that happened during the season, what was it, season 7 or season 8, when she was accused of things that she did not do, and it was come to find out it was made up. We gonna get into the things, because I got some words for everybody, to be honest. So Sukihana was on the podcast, and you can tell that she was completely uncomfortable. DJ-AOne, playful, goofy, was doing the absolute most, and you can tell that Suki was uncomfortable. Like, Suki with the good coochie, that's her name. She has very much sex positive, like, she talks that mess, love it down. Have seen some of Suki's content, listen to her songs, love her down. When she ain't being stupid, and when she ain't being stupid herself, and I got some words for Suki too, but at the end of the day, no matter how Suki talks about her body, it's her body at the end of the day. And nobody's entitled to it until she consents to it. And even then, she can stop at any time, because consent is not a complete thing. It's like, hey, I can take consent back. So I'm trying to give like pieces and stuff for people to understand, so we can know how to move and how we treat other human beings, and how we understand and how we look at consent, because this was so uncomfortable. And I can't tell you how many times I have seen someone be uncomfortable, specifically women be in uncomfortable situations, and they laugh. Like, they do this specific like giggle or something, because they can't do anything else. Because if Suki would have popped a DJ-AOne, if she would have did it, it would have been received well. It would have been received well. I saw the same thing when Trey Songz, the video Trey Songz, popping this woman's breast out, doing it like a little video or something without her consent, like, and the woman was like giggling. You can tell she was uncomfortable. And people don't understand, just because a person laughs and stuff doesn't mean that they are okay with it. Like, that's your body's natural reaction to being uncomfortable. That's sometimes people's natural reaction to being uncomfortable. Doesn't mean that you doing something right, especially if you've not had a conversation with this person. So DJ-AOne is flirting with Suki. Suki has said, like, it wasn't even just flirting. It was not flirting. He was harassing her. Like, and she told him to chill. And the way DJ-AOne was acting, it was as like you had just got through grabbing some dog food from the grocery store, and your dog, it was just so bad. It looked so bad. Like, if you look up the definition of scaring hoes, you will see DJ-AOne's face. Like, it was definitely giving that. Like, you scaring the girls. You were scaring me. And she told him to chill. Did DJ-AOne read social cues or any of that? No. Did DJ-AOne pick up on any of the social cues that she was visibly uncomfortable? No. You know what he did? Picked up his phone and showed her a peen pic. Hello? Showed her a peen pic. Didn't ask. She said it was nice. He was like, yeah. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it is disgusting. And at first, some folks felt like we were kind of like, doing too much. Maybe we are, misreading something, because that's what some folks were saying. But even Suki has said that she doesn't know how to stand up for herself. And what did DJ-AOne do in the response to all this criticism? Posted a video of him massaging her feet or doing something. And what do you have Kandi doing on the side, giggling and laughing? Like, Kandi could have been uncomfortable too, but as the host of this show, you should have stopped it immediately. You should have stopped it. You should have stopped it immediately. And even if you did not stop it, there's not been anything that you have said. You've not came out and said a damn thing. But you took it to the max when folks accuse you of stuff, rightfully so, and you don't understand, like, how now there's a conversation about something that you have participated in, we're all watching it, and how you're silent. It's making us look at you funny, Kandi. No shade. Like, you can't be the sex positive thing. Y'all can't be sick pun. When we do a podcast about sick puns, because, you know, I know how to have sick, and I know how to do the thing, and I sell Jiminy Cricket toys. None of that means anything. If you, as a host on the show about these things, are not able to disengage behavior like that, you can't, like, that's the tea that the girls even tell you with the dominatrix stuff and the whips and the chains. If you don't know how to communicate with your partner to the point that, like, hey, this is my limit, and understand the cues and stuff, you don't need to be participating in this type of behavior. You can't be doing it. Anybody can go grab whips and chains and all the other stuff. But if you're not trained in understanding the cues of, hey, this might be too much, what are we going to do when this person is uncomfortable, or is it too much? Like, understanding that. Kandi, you are not trained enough. You have the podcast, you have the resources, but you do not fucking knowledge. And it's disgusting to watch you sit up there and giggle while these things are going on, and you've not reprimanded DJ-AOne. We've not seen anything. We've not seen you release apology or anything. You spoke to Suki, maybe, but we all watched that. So you, not only do you owe Suki an apology in private, you owe the people who watched that an apology as well. Because there's people who probably was watching that who experienced the same thing. Because we know from research and information that there's a certain amount of women who go to college who will experience some sort of violence. We know that. We know also that women are, like, there's a certain amount of women that are going to experience some type of violence as well. So you had a significant amount of people who are watching this show trusting you to be able to have conversations like this, and then you're allowing behavior like this. And y'all didn't even catch this in the post credits. Y'all didn't even catch this in post-production. Hello? What's going on? Y'all worse than the podcast 85 South with the thing with them talking about women's bodies after homegirl had just died from getting a mommy makeover. Like, what's going on? Like, y'all not seeing these things? So the conversation was going on. People were, like, you know, saying their things, getting their stuff off, and then someone posted a clip of YK Osiris harassing Suki. And it was 10 times worse. She's sitting on a podcast with a bunch of men, to her left, to her right, and YK Osiris is grabbing her by the neck, like forcibly kissing her. Like, hello? There's a word for what I saw, and I can't say it on this platform. So YK Osiris has now released an apology. I don't even trust it at this point, because the fact that we just not catching that, no ma'am. Like, the fact that you didn't see, like, anything, or until people start calling out, you put your hands on her, and you, like, she turning away, you doing, like, hello. And you don't see anything wrong with that. Like, you are grabbing this woman's neck and making her kiss you. Hello? With them big ass teeth. Are you serious right now? You almost bit her head off, looking like a peg dispenser. You cannot be serious right now. You cannot be serious. And just seeing all of the conversations online and how people are responding to it, it is the same responses to something we've seen in the 90s. That we're all seeing clips of men talking about seeing women in outfits doing Freaknik, and that they're entitled to grab them and do, like, well, she dressed, she shouldn't be dressed like that. She shouldn't be dressed like that. Hello? She can be bare naked and you still do not have access to her body. But we already know that it doesn't take for women to be dressed in these things for y'all to feel entitled to their bodies. It don't matter if they wrapped up in a comforter, y'all still feel as though y'all entitled. Because y'all first response would be, take that comforter off so we can see how good you look under it. Y'all do it. Y'all do it. I want to see what's under the hood. Like, hello? Like, not one time did it click to DJ-AOne to be able to say, hey, you know what? Like, she don't seem like she's interested. Let me just slow down for a second. But DJ-AOne knew in that position, in that situation, that he had power. He is on he is friends with Kandi. He's on this podcast and stuff. He's giving free reign because you're not doing that to you're not doing did that to Suki in the club like that. You felt powerful in that moment because you knew that the camera was on her and you knew that she wasn't going to be able to act a fool as much. You knew she was going to play a little bit. And you took advantage of that. And that's what makes you disgusting. And the fact that Kandi till now has not said anything. Like, hello girl, I'm on my cabin trip and I literally had to put my camera out to talk about this because this is how disgusting it is. Kandi ain't said nothing. And I don't want to hold Kandi responsible for her just being a woman, but the fact that you are the host of this show, this is your show. And this is allowed on your platform in post-production. Like Kandi, maybe you got so many jobs and so many things going on that maybe you don't have any social awareness, but you need to fix it. While you out here doing all these 50-11 jobs, maybe you need to take some classes on some other stuff because this is missing the mark for me, sister. As a host on a show that's about sexual, these things, and you, something like this is happening on your podcast, it's time to shut it down and regroup because, sister, it's not giving. You putting people in harm's way. There needs to be some type of apology. You need to be apologizing to Suki. You need to be apologizing to us publicly. There needs to be a conversation about this because it was disgusting. And it also looks stupid on you considering that you, and a lot of folks were defending you when it came to their Portia and Phaedra situation about what happened. We was on your side because it was wrong. It was wrong for them to make up this lie and say anything about that. It was wrong completely. So now we're looking at you now that we're seeing something that's happening in the same realm, we're seeing a person be harassed on your platform. You need to get to it, sister. Cause what's going on? But you know what? You know what the real gag is? The girls are saying that these are your friends because considering the claims and conversations about T.I. and Tiny, they're still your besties. So, sister, what's it giving? Is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Let's talk.